The proposed bill, though, would tax and regulate marijuana like alcohol.
All eyes are on California this week, where voters decide whether they want to legalize marijuana for personal use. If that happens, there's speculation that BC could suffer, considering that 70% of BC bud is shipped across the border, with the bulk of it going to California. There's growing speculation that BC's economy, underground and mainstream, could actually suffer if Californians no longer need our product. UBCO Professor Chris Schneider says even if Californians could grow their own marijuana, there will always be a demand for BC bud.
When we start thinking about British Columbia more specifically, the idea of what's been referred to as BC bud enjoys worldwide name recognition as some of the best marijuana on the planet. And so I don't think that if California made marijuana legal, this would necessarily damage the name brand recognition of BC bud.
But if California says yes, don't expect Canada to follow suit.
I don't think that Canada or British Columbia is going to legalize marijuana only because California has, again, because federally speaking, it is still illegal in the United States. Now, if the federal government legalized it in the United States and it became legal in all 50 states, which, I don't think is going to happen, I think then we could have a conversation whether or not Canada would follow suit.
Even if the vote doesn't pass, the experts say the issue will resurface time and time again.
It's not going away. Whether it gets passed this time or not, it's going to come back next time, because the folks who are pushing for this, it's based on the evidence, which is overwhelmingly in favor of cannabis as medicine as well as cannabis as a recreational drug. It's far less harmful than all the illicit drugs out there and the legal ones, tobacco and alcohol.
There are some who argue that legalizing marijuana will put a dent in organized crime.
Organized crime involvement is about prohibition, and whether the police want to admit it or not, the evidence is also overwhelmingly clear that prohibition is the cause of most of the problems associated with organized crime.
However, the RCMP not convinced. The official line from headquarters in Ottawa is that, quote, it's unlikely that demand for marijuana grown illegally in BC would disappear if California legalizes the drug. By the way, if debt-ridden California does legalize possession of marijuana, the state is expected to generate more than $14 billion annually in taxes. Kelly Hayes, Castanet Media.